One of the most overlooked risks in supplement use is the profound influence of genetic variability on how individuals metabolize and respond to bioactive compounds. Just because a supplement is tolerated well by one person or even by many doesn't mean it will be safe for everyone. Genetic differences in liver enzyme activity, detoxification pathways, and cellular transport systems can dramatically affect how a person processes certain substances. This silent vulnerability is especially critical when it comes to herbal and concentrated plant-derived supplements like green tea extract, turmeric, or red yeast rice. For some people, what's marketed as a health enhancer can instead become a trigger for serious toxicity. Take green tea extract as a clear example. Its active compound, epigallocatechin gallate, EGSG, is widely praised for its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. But in supplement form, especially in high doses, it has also been linked to liver injury, including cases of acute hepatitis and liver failure. Research shows that individuals with specific genetic polymorphisms, particularly in liver enzymes such as UGT1A1 and certain variants of the CYP family, e.g., CYP3A4, CYP1A2, may be less able to safely metabolize and clear EGCG from the body. As a result, these individuals accumulate higher systemic concentrations of the compound, putting them at elevated risk for oxidative stress, mitochondrial damage, and liver inflammation. This isn't theoretical. It's been observed in both clinical case reports and toxicological studies. In some cases, people with no obvious health problems suffered liver failure after using green tea extract for a few weeks, while others using the same or higher dose experienced no side effects. The difference wasn't diet, age, or medication use. It was how their bodies process the compound at a genetic level. Turmeric, particularly when paired with black pepper extract, piperine, shows a similar pattern. While curcumin is generally poorly absorbed, the addition of piperine boosts its bioavailability dramatically by inhibiting liver enzymes such as CYP3A4 and CYP2D6. But people who already have reduced enzyme activity due to genetic variations, or those who take medications that compete for the same enzymes, are effectively doubling down on the disruption. Their liver metabolism becomes overwhelmed, and the risk of hepatotoxicity rises sharply. Add in additional genetic differences in glutathione pathways, such as GSTP1 variants, and the person's ability to neutralize oxidative byproducts can be severely impaired. The result: inflammation, oxidative stress, and potential liver injury. The problem is that most people don't know their genetic profile, and direct-to-consumer genetic tests often don't evaluate the relevant detoxification genes. Even physicians don't typically screen for these variants unless there is a history of adverse drug reactions. This creates a perfect storm of blind risk-taking. Individuals with silent genetic susceptibilities may follow the same supplement routine as their friends or influencers online, unaware that their body is uniquely vulnerable. Red yeast rice, another commonly used supplement for cholesterol reduction, also illustrates this issue. It contains monocolin K, which is chemically identical to the prescription statin drug levastatin. Individuals with reduced function alleles of the SLCO1B1 gene, a gene that regulates statin transport into the liver, are more prone to statin-associated muscle damage and liver enzyme elevations. These same individuals may unknowingly be at higher risk when taking red yeast rice, believing it to be a safer, natural alternative to pharmaceuticals. The sad truth is that supplement marketing never addresses this variability. Labels don't warn you that your genetic makeup could affect safety. Influencers and supplement companies don't mention enzyme polymorphisms or liver transport proteins. Instead, they sell the illusion of universality. If it worked for me, it'll work for you. But biology doesn't work that way. Supplement safety is not a guarantee, especially for complex plant compounds that interact with sensitive metabolic pathways. So, what should people do in light of these hidden risks? First, treat concentrated supplements, especially those containing green tea extract, turmeric with piperine, red yeast rice, or any liver-active compound, with caution. Second, if you have a personal or family history of liver problems, adverse reactions to medications, or unexplained fatigue or malaise during supplement use, consider speaking to a doctor about genetic testing or liver function monitoring. Third, be wary of high-dose or enhanced absorption supplements. These are far more likely to overwhelm your metabolic systems if you have reduced capacity to process them. Finally, recognize that health is personal. What's natural isn't always harmless, and what's popular isn't always appropriate. Your genes are not the same as someone else's. And when it comes to liver active compounds, those hidden genetic variations can mean the difference between benefit and irreversible harm. Supplements promise optimization, but without individualized consideration, they can just as easily deliver injury.